Okay, say hi, Josh.
Hi, I'm Josh, and
This is I'm Peter. We're the Media Maniacs. We'll review anything under the sun. Take it away, Josh.
All you can see is your mouth. We're about to.
All I can see is my mouth. Oh, sorry about that. Go ahead.
We're about to review the Nostalgia Critics review of Mars Attacks.
Yeah, we're gonna watch the Nostalgia Critics review of Mars Attacks and share our thoughts about the movie.
This episode brought to you by Stardust, fans sharing video reactions to movies, TV, and trailers. Hello!
Hi, Nostalgia Critic!
I remember, so you don't have to. Tim Burton has gone from one of the world's most unique directors to one of the world's most commercial directors
I never
to,
saw
just
Big
put
Fish.
someone in black
I
eye
did.
makeup and we'll see it to feel
Any
so
good?
artsy.
It's
But believe
alright.
it or not, there was a long period of
We're gonna
time
watch
where
Alice
Tim
in
Burton
Wonderland
kinda
again.
had the golden touch. From financial hits like Beetlejuice and Edward Scissorhands to critical hits like Ed Wood and Nightmare Before Christmas. His
Saw
biggest
Ed Wood, too.
disaster at the time was his blockbuster hits didn't always lend their ways to Happy Meal toys. Every long line of success has its Mars Attacks. Tim Burton's was Mars Attacks.
Tim Burton's is Mars Attacks. Bam, 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 bam.
After this one, and not
That
all
wasn't
his
the
previous
theme song in
films
the
pleased
opening.
everybody.
I know.
This was the first film that got people asking, what is he thinking sometimes?
I love
Trailers
Mars
at first
Attacks.
seem really funny, with cartoonish effects, a humorously large cast, and as they never left out, Tom Jones.
And yes, Tom Jones.
It's not unusual to be loved.
Actually, that's unusual for me and Josh.
So people thought it might
What?
be a satire
To be loved?
of that, not realizing that Independence Day was already supposed to be bad. Right?
What was wrong with Independence Day?
Yeah.
But it was both a
What's wrong with
box office flop. Even Billy Crystal made fun of it in song at the Oscars, telling Jack Nicholson,
Sit back and relax. Forget about Mars Attacks.
However, it's getting a following as one of those uniquely immature dark films like Death to Smoochie or Bad Taste.
We have that.
Is it
You wanna
not
watch
bad,
that tonight?
just secretly
I don't know.
inspired? Or is it bad, just bad in all the right ways?
I haven't seen Death
Well,
to
I'm here
Smoochie.
see if
Do you want to
it's
watch
actually
that?
worth any of
Yeah.
that recognition. Is it brilliantly childish or childishly childish?
I think it's it's both. It's brilliantly childish and childishly childish.
Thought you wanted to riff on
So
Captain
it sets its
Underpants
tone
tonight.
quite clearly with its first big
Later.
hilarious joke. Cows
That's
on
one of my
fire!
favorite scenes. Hey, barbecue McRib!
This is clearly a much better Happy Meal tie-in. After that, we get a pretty kick-ass opening with one of Danny Elfman's most catchy and somehow threatening themes.
Now that's the opening song, not what you were
For such a
playing
visually
earlier.
pleasing introduction, could they move the Earth a little bit more centered with the credits? My OCD will not stand for this! Unless, of course, it's standing in a symmetrical pattern. Flying saucers from Mars line up around the Earth, getting the attention of President Jack Nicholson. And yeah, I know all these characters have other names, but with these many celebrities, are you really gonna call Jack Nicholson Dale? Or Natalie Portman as Taffy? Or completely pointless double performance as Jack We Love You? But what are you doing? What are you doing?
Galaxy's gonna be the best hotel
I
in
swear that he looks like the Beetlejuice cowboy
And
from the
not only does
ad.
Nicholson
in
play the president, he
Beetlejuice.
also plays a hotshot tycoon in
What?
Vegas, and
One over at the Rio.
Edit that
Stay
in.
our anniversary. Stay off of laughing.
did any of that make you laugh? Because that's basically all it is. I wonder if he just came on set blind, drunk, dressed like that, and they were like, you know what, shoot a few scenes. Jack Black isn't a thing yet, so we have to convince people there's more celebrities in here than they think. And yes, that's Annette Bening as his wife. She's kind of a new age, hippie, flower child, and if you took out her being married to Jack Nicholson, you'd miss... Honestly, I have no idea. He doesn't add anything, and half the time I had to remind myself she's even married to him. Though it would have been a lot more powerful if they left this scene in. But Nicholson is interrupted by... Nicholson to tell the world about the Martians.
And our world will never feel quite the same again.
Oh look, his daughter wears black over her bed because... Lydia. show host Sarah Jessica
Another
Parker,
Beetlejuice
senior
reference.
news anchor Michael J. Fox.
Oh, they want me to go interview that professor from the White House?
We should have got that guy.
Well, I can't help it if your people are too slow.
She's just in a weird mood because her Sex and the City survey said she was Samantha. She is clearly a Steve Brady. Next,
Don't get that joke.
Jack Black, Joe Don Baker, Christina Applegate, the agent from Beetlejuice, and the lady with curlers from Edward Scissorhands. Surprisingly doing nothing of interest. You think putting such a strange combo together, something interesting would happen by accident? But look, Lucas Haas really likes donuts.
Hey, Ma, you want a donut? He made the international sign of the donut. If you need anything, any donuts or anything, give me a call, alright?
This will be his arc. Pam Grier is a bus driver
This will
who
be
has
his arc.
her kids, while her ex-husband, Jim Brown, is an ex-fighter now working in Vegas. And if you're wondering what he does in Vegas, I honestly have no clue. He just walks around in this pharaoh costume. If ex-fighters doing that is a draw? Again, let's see if anything of interest is happening.
Hey, Dad.
Who's that? Neville?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Man, give it back.
Not even by mistake. Short hitting on hookers makes for some good comedy.
The stress at work is unbelievable.
Guess not. So many strange and colorful people led by a strange and colorful person turning out to be such bland and colorless toothpicks. Mathematically, it doesn't seem possible. Okay, here we go. The Martians interrupt Parker's TV show with Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan's, and this is the interesting.
Maybe they could tell us about our universe.
I love Mars Attack.
How it started. Where it's going.
No, on to the Martians.
No.
I'm not allowed that thing in my house.
Oh, Glenn Close is the first lady. God, there's a lot of wasted talent in this. What's her one note?
Well, not on you, and you're in China.
Well, it's no donut arc, but... The Martians at first seemed to be the best part of the movie, with their funny design and unbelievably bizarre language.
They are the best part of the movie.
But you'll find even that wears thin after a while. For now, though, they're a lot more entertaining than the human characters. Even the study of them produces some enjoyably surreal humor.
I've been refining a translating computer.
All green of skin. Dark is the suede that mows like a harvest.
What the hell does that mean?
For the record, we never do find out what that means. I am strangely okay with that. If I adding logic to the room, just some things should never be explained. But others should, like why are Martin Short and Michael J. Fox doing nothing funny?
If the Martians land, will the press have access? Can we do interviews? We'd have to establish contact, work out whatever communication problems, and then I guess we just see what happens.
Why does this scene even exist? Is it to build up that Michael J. Fox is going to do interviews with the Martians? I guess that can be funny. Is it just for this one throwaway joke?
The Martians have two sexes, like we do.
We don't even know if we have two sexes anymore. Sexes anymore?
Wake-up call. What I'd like for you to do is use that patented left hook on him.
I'm trying to get back with my wife.
Finally, the Martians seem to be landing. Well, good. We can finally see how they interact with these hilarious characters.
Hi, Jason.
Or we could give them a podcast. I know they only say one word, but honestly, I still think it'd be more entertaining. Martians land, and using their translator, they try to communicate.
We come in peace.
They came in peace. No, they didn't.
Start firing on everyone.
That's one of my favorite scenes.
Okay, we've been spending 40 minutes building up these boring characters, but finally we're going to utilize them. They're going to interact with the Martians. Like Jack Black's dummy soldier is about to attack. Is he going to kick their asses or find out he's supposed
Die, you
to
alien shitheads! I surrender! That's not happening. No, that didn't happen.
Okay, cool. Playing with expectations, I guess. Alright, Michael J. Fox
This
is heading
death is
towards
one of
them.
the
Is he going to
coolest
try and
scenes
do
in
an
the movie.
interview with them or exploit them in some way or...
Okay, how come some
died as
people who
well?
are vaporized
Okay,
have red
yeah.
skeletons and other people
Really?
are vaporized of green?
Sarah
They have
Jessica
different
Parker.
guns.
Okay, well,
Some
we
guns
should
shoot
give
red
them fashion
lasers, some
advice or
guns shoot
compare
green,
pets, or-
I guess. That's also one of my favorite parts.
Well, at least she's still alive. I never thought I'd say that in a joyful sense about any of these characters, but at least it's another alternative to just dying. Okay, so the first couple of character interactions with the Martians weren't that funny. We at least get a few cool set pieces, like this B-movie autopsy lab, or this Dr. Strangelove-style war room. It's just a shame nobody's saying anything funny in them.
Notice the highly developed cranial nerve system here. This explains, of course, the cerebral arteries.
I think an actual autopsy would be more funny than this. Okay, Tim, you've got to film in some of these sets you thought were so cool as a kid. Can you actually entertain us now? But the Martians, come on, they were pretty funny, right? They still gotta get a few laughs. Well, I'm sick of their voices now. At first it was kind of funny, but then they go Star Wars Holiday Special and have it be the one sound we ever hear out of them, and there's no goddamn subtitles! Oh, let me guess. Ack, ack! You sure this wasn't a troll movie?
Yeah, it was actually.
We have a ton of other hilarious stuff.
That's why
like
Tim Burton
social commentary.
cast Jack Nicholson in 2 roles. Because the Warner Brothers
wife,
executive said, you can't kill off Jack Nicholson, so he cast him in 2 roles and killed him off twice.
And a funeral!
That actually happened?
You didn't know that?
No, you can't kill off Jack Nicholson, so he killed him off twice.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson is on board.
Hey guys, here's the best reactions to what I just reviewed this week.
Michael J. Fox, Jack Black, Pierce Brosnan, Sarah Jessica Parker, and the acting is the most boring thing in the entire film.
If anything, I got a ton of laughs. Yeah, I thought it was funny.
I miss the good old days when I didn't know this movie existed.
Was anyone else hoping that the aliens were gonna win in the end of the movie? Because that's all I was thinking.
The fuck did I just watch?
Knack, 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 knack.
Well, only in America will people vote for the Joker to be their president.
You have opinions, a lot of opinions, about movies, TV shows, even trailers. There's so much to talk about. You get emotional about them just like anybody gets emotional about them. Well, now you don't have to wait to get that raw emotion straight to the internet. Why? Because we got Stardust app. It allows you instantly to film your reactions to movies, TV shows, and even trailers. Happy, angry, confused, whatever it is and whatever your reaction is, Stardust.
Guess what, Internet? Me and my brother are going to be filming our own videos of Stardust reactions.
There's so much fun to watch. There's a lot of variety and possibilities, and they're definitely worth checking out. I even use it myself. This week I gave my thoughts on Mars Attacks, of course, the trailer for Ocean's 8, and the trailer for Rampage. It's there to get the first and best reaction that you got. It's a ton of fun and 100% free. So check out other people's opinions as well as sharing your own. Also, stay tuned afterwards to see how you can be the next Nostalgia Critic.
Wah, wah.
So the White House thinks the Martians misinterpreted the dove as a sign of war, so they decided to meet up again in front of Congress. Again, this could be funny, the politicians trying to convince them to join the side, pushing their political beliefs on them. There's some enjoyable possibilities here. Or just kill them. Don't get me wrong, it is a little funny that absolutely nothing provokes them this time, and the exact same thing happens. I get it. And trust me, this would be hilarious if the exact same thing didn't happen throughout the rest of the goddamn movie. Yeah, this is pretty much just the rest of the film.
Yeah, that was the joke.
So much time
That humans are that stupid to fall for the Martians bullshit like 4 times.
Can we get them to blow up our Congress for real?
At least the Democrats.
And the Republicans too, they suck.
At least there's hope that something interesting will be done with him. Or you can do less than what you did with her. Just take the head off and stop. Brilliant. Yes, don't put it on anything, don't morph it or change it, just stop. I'm sure they did it so they could get out this amazing knee slapper.
This is terribly frustrating. I'm just not feeling myself.
You know, there's pushing the envelope and then there's taking the envelope back, peeling off the stamp, and then neatly putting the envelope back in a drawer. This does that. President Nicholson argues with General Rod Steiger about what to do.
I'm not going to start a war.
We have to strike now, sir. Annihilate, kill, kill.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
You will believe chilling drama can come from Mars attacks. There was a pretty creative joke involving one of the Martians sneaking in dressed as a human, played by Lisa Marie. Not only is it funny how obvious it is, but it's even funnier seeing how nobody seems to notice. The movements, the design, the performance, it definitely gets a giggle. But even that goes on for too long. This could get a laugh for, what, maybe a minute? They give us 6 minutes of this one gag. Even when her cover is blown, it doesn't make sense. Her skin is ripped, revealing the alien inside, but the mouth doesn't move when she opens it. Is it supposed to be a bad effect? I mean, okay, the effects aren't great, but they're not really bad enough either to make it clear if this was intentional or not.
She opened
Especially
half
seeing
of
how
her
the mouth
mouth.
moves fine in later scenes. But whatever, at least they're actually interacting with one of the characters this time and not just blandly killing him off. Oops, spoke too soon. Oh, come on, he's a sexual deviant. If they wanted this death to be more fitting, shouldn't she have bitten off something that would make him more short?
And get an R rating?
Bedroom to try to kill him. Oh, he's saved by secret
What? And get an R rating? Yeah. Is that a good point?
It's pretty funny. Using the Washington Monument to smash Boy Scouts is great. They even bowl for the Easter Island statues. Honestly, I think this was the movie people were hoping they would get. But that's no fun, variety, visual humor. It's just Martians shooting shit again. But ooh, they shake it up a bit. Like instead of a laser killing the First Lady, a laser shoots a chandelier killing the First Lady.
Chandelier.
For commentary. Ooh, look, the boys who shot aliens in video games are now shooting aliens in real life. Commentary! The biggest tycoon character who's selling hotels gets killed selling a hotel in his hotel! Mind-blowing how much this reflects textbook writing irony. But you know what? This is preschool how to potty writing irony. Dane DeVito, for example, tries to bargain for his life by selling one of them.
You want to conquer the world, you're gonna need lawyers!
There's this.
Am I the only one shooting crap here?
This.
Hey, it's Tom Jones, right?
That's it. I like to think of him as his character from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, wandering onto the set and refusing to leave unless they wrote a part for it. It doesn't make too much sense in a movie.
That's actually pretty funny.
And the movie brown is Tom Jones, so there he is. He runs around with some of the stars, waving his arms. He apparently knows how to fly a plane.
Are you sure you can fly this?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, I guess. That's about it. Tom Jones, everybody. Christ, wouldn't it have been a lot funnier if he was swinging one of those laser guns or saying badass lines or really saving the day? You have Tom Jones as himself. That's such a weird cameo. Have fun with it. Here, he's just kind of here. And yeah, okay, I guess that could be kind of funny if the rest of the cast wasn't just kind of here. When a character gets killed off, it doesn't even mean anything.
I'll tell you one thing, they aren't gonna get the TV! What makes you think they want your stupid TV?
Rod Steiger gets shrunken
You don't even have cable, you have those bunny ears antennas.
So, even President Jack Nicholson getting killed by Martians somehow isn't as cool.
That's also
as
one of
it
my
should
favorite
be.
parts.
They never took.
Do you think that was a
advantage of
reference to
characters
the
they could
face,
become based on the people they
huggers
chose
and
to
aliens?
play them? Look, Christopher Walken.
It kinda looks like that
Louis
before it
is a
stabs
weird
him.
Choice, but they have the kid run into a
This is a
cowbell, they have
weird
to walk around singing
tie-in.
his
Weird
goofy voice.
tie-in,
They know
Nostalgia
what they're
Critic!
doing. Here, the first thought you have in your
At least
head
I get
of
it.
President Jack Nicholson
I didn't
or
understand
Tom
his Stephen
Jones
Brady
fighting
gag.
Martians
Yeah.
is immediately funnier than what they actually did in this movie. Oh, but they put in an eye drop of irony in every one of those deaths, so that somehow makes it clever? Potty book irony? Every once in a while, there is a good joke. Like France thinking they made a friend, their attempts to use nukes totally
That's also one of my
backfiring,
favorite parts.
probably my
And then they
favorite
suck
line
on it
from
like
the
it's
translator.
helium.
Don't run. We are your friends.
Remember?
Scenes like that are great, and there needed to be a lot more of them. But instead, we just have
They
a lot
suck
of
on it
running
like it's a
around,
pipe.
blasting, running around.
No, they suck
blasting.
on it like
What's
they're
happening over
deflating
here?
a balloon
Running
filled
around
with helium.
Maybe Jim Brown fighting them will be funny. Oh wait, this movie apparently decided it wanted.
Jim
to be
Brown was an
hard, so
idiot.
This is now supposed
He
to be
gets into a
serious.
boxing
Even the
match with
Western's
them. They could have
apparently
killed him
trying
at
to
any
tell them
time. I still like that scene.
Now Tomatoes gut-wrenching.
I like how the way she runs.
And leave him dead on the ground. But luckily, Lucas Haas discovers the Martian's
like how she
weakness,
sets
and that
herself
seems
up
to be
to help him fight,
Slim
like-
Whitman music. It makes their heads explode.
What's killing
It was better than in Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Okay.
On principle, I can't like this. Not because I like Slim Whitman, but because I like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. They did the exact same thing to kill off the threat there, too. It's the world's worst love song that kills off the monstrous invasion. Except that film actually did have no budget and enjoyably bad effects. And a smart enough sense of humor so that you know it was intentionally awful. It was a satire of B-movies that was also a B-movie. I don't know if anyone knew what was going on with this. Aside from stealing from other B-movies
I think
so
Mars
poorly
Attacks
that you
did
have
it
no
better.
idea if it's an homage or just
There's no
straight
reason
up
why the
stealing.
world's worst
Look,
love song
I'm sure
killed
you
the
can do an
tomatoes.
homage to another
All it did was
parody, but you
shrink
gotta
them
do
and make them
something different.
inanimate.
Doing the same joke doesn't mean you're clever, it just means you're doing the same joke. But it seems to work. All the Martians are
There is
destroyed.
one funny
Parker and
part in
Bunsen go
Attack of
down
the
in
Killer
one of their
Tomatoes where they're
ships.
playing
Oh,
the
they
exact
were
same
so
song.
funny. And Jim
And it
Brown's
doesn't
kids
work in
have
one of
to
the
be
tomatoes
used to
because
live
he
in a
puts
world
on
without
earmuffs.
their dad.
So they show him the lyrics page, and it kills him.
Or not. Wasn't the last time we saw him dead on the ground, covered by Martians that beat the shit out of him? Now he just has 2 scratches on his arms. Got us? Whatever. Look, Tom Jones.
And then that kid gives a speech where he says that everybody should be able to living in teepees. Doesn't even give any reasons why. It's just
as
better.
random as I remember it. The worst movie or anything.
I'm surprised the Nostalgia Critic didn't comment on that.
Nods to Martian movies, but
Hey, even then they were trying to sell us some global warming.
Satire because there's not enough variety of jokes. It doesn't work
Oh,
as
that's
social
a good
commentary
comment.
because the characters aren't interesting or developed enough. It doesn't even really work as a troll movie. What a funny middle finger that would be to have all
think
these
it is a
big
troll
names in a
movie.
movie and all you did was shoot them and do nothing with them at all.
It
But
is a
they're
troll
obviously
movie.
trying to work in ironic or fitting ways that they die, trying to give the film meaning. The exact opposite of what a troll movie is supposed to do. I'll say
Mars
this,
Attacks
it is
isn't supposed to have any
fascinatingly
meaning.
bad. Lack of focus is usually not a good thing for a film, but for a Tim Burton movie, his lack of focus
Tim
is
Burton
always
actually admitted that
extremely
there
strange.
was no direction when he filmed Mars Attacks. You want to know what he did? He and all his producers bought as many Mars Attacks trading cards as they could. They threw them all up into the air, and whatever cards landed face up, that's the scene they do.
Is there an article where you can read that?
It's on the DVD text commentary.
I'm a nostalgia critic guy, remember? So you don't have to.
There was no direction. Amazingly enough, it became a pretty effective political
Hey guys, here's
commentary
even more
that's still
reactions to
effective
what I
to
just
this
reviewed
day.
this week.
There's some things I find
Alright,
questionable.
we'll
like the
talk
fact
about your
that
political
aliens are
allegory
like
after
polka music of
the
all
video's
things.
over.
Huge movie. Tim Burton, Aliens, love it. It's the best movie.
The best part of this movie is just watching celebrities die.
It's cheesy and overdone, with some pretty dated special effects and hammy performances by actors who should really know better. So of course I love every minute of it.
Let's have 2 Jack Nicholson characters because why not?
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
You want your reaction to be in the next Nostalgia Critic? Next week I'll be reviewing Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
We're gonna do a review of your review about that tomorrow, Nostalgia Critic.
Record your reaction, and then tweet it to us with this hashtag.
You've seen the
Or
Tomb
use
Raider
Facebook.
movies, right?
The ones we like best.
How many
we'll
are
link
there?
it in the next Nostalgia
No.
Critic video. We absolutely love going through and seeing everybody's different reactions. The
Do we have those in
over-the-top
Google Play?
ones, the funny ones. There's such a wide variety out there, and we love watching them.
We
And you
have
will
the
too.
second
So
one on
download the app,
VHS
get
and
out there,
first
and
one
show
on
us your
DVD.
crazy reactions.
Xbox One giveaway. Check the description for more details. Alright. Josh, let's talk about your political allegory.
Okay, first of all, I do believe that Tim Burton intended, at least in part, the Mars Attacks be a troll movie because the Warner Brothers executives explicitly told him you cannot, under no circumstances, kill Jack Nicholson. So what does he do? It's even on the DVD text commentary. There's no audio commentary, unfortunately. But on the text commentary, he explicitly says that he went to Jack Nicholson and told him that he was going to cast him twice and kill him off, and if Jack didn't want to do it, then he wouldn't do it. But Jack was so in love with the idea that they did it anyway.
Okay.
So he wasn't going to do it if Jack didn't want to do it, but he wasn't going to listen to the executives either. Also, what they did, you're right, Nostalgia Critic, there was no direction. Scenes just kind of happen, but that's kind of the point with Mars Attacks. What Tim Burton did is that he bought as many Mars Attacks trading cards as he could, and he and his producers would shuffle them and then throw them up into the air, and any cards that landed face up is what they'd put into the movie. It's also on the commentary. It's actually a pretty effective political commentary. Every time I watch that movie, Jack Nicholson's president reminds me of Obama's president. You know, Obama signing the Iranian nuke deal is like Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, Obama kissing Muslim ass.
Yeah.
The rest of the world leaders, most of them kissing Muslim ass, even after so many goddamn terrorist attacks. They're criminalizing free speech. They're criminalizing criticism of Islam in, like, most of the European Union countries now. They're going after people who criticize Islam on social media platforms, but ignoring violent crimes from Islamic migrants. So, make of that what you will. You could say that this movie is
ahead of its time.
I don't even know if Tim Burton did this intentionally. Tim Burton probably didn't even do this intentionally, but this movie is a political allegory for our time right now. How the world is handling.
It was a political allegory, kind of. I mean, they blew up Congress.
Yeah.
Congress is ineffective then too.
Yeah. So, how everybody reacts to the Martians and is shocked when the Martians shoot at them 4 times and nobody does anything. That's exactly what the world is doing with Islamic terrorism today. Okay. So, we hope you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel and give us a like. We are the Media Maniacs, Thing 1 and Thing 2. And we will post a link of the Nostalgia Critics video into our video.